Welcome to a new edition of Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor, and here are some of the news stories we're covering for you this week. We update you on important community association news. The Covenant Committee and Securitas have safety reminders for all Sun City residents. Those stories and more coming up. Sun City News starts now.
This is Sun City News with Norma Taylor and the Sun City News team, covering our community and the Lowcountry.
Hurricane season is right around the corner, so make sure you're prepared. Plan to attend the annual Hurricane Preparedness Seminar at 10 a.m. on May 16th in Pinckney Hall. In the meantime, check out the new Hurricane Awareness page on suncityhiltonhead.org. You'll find a copy of the Hurricane Preparedness Guide, evacuation maps, and important frequently asked questions. The Hurricane Hotline number is also posted on this page. Now you're invited to the next Chat with the Board session at 9:30 a.m. on Friday, May 10th at Pinckney Hall. Ask questions and discuss issues face-to-face with board members. Candidate application packets for this year's community election are now available on the election page of suncityhiltonhead.org. To find them, log into the community website and click the Sun City election link on Resident Central. Completed packets may be dropped off at Palmetto Commons beginning August 1st. Have you seen the redesigned Resident Central? The changes include an updated design, the addition of new links, and the creation of several new pages. These changes are a result of resident and staff feedback following the technology launch in January. Be sure to log into the community website and explore what the new Resident Central has to offer. Find a full summary of changes on the e-news page of suncityhiltonhead.org. Now, for more information about these events and other community activities, check your email inbox for e-news weekly or log on to suncityhiltonhead.org. To increase awareness of safety in our community, the Covenants Committee has been providing safety tips for residents. Here are safety tips presented by Securitas personnel.
Tips for securing your garage door. We worry a lot about keeping the windows and doors locked of our homes, but the garage is often an overlooked gateway for thieves. If your garage is attached to your home, or if you keep anything of value in that area, you should be paying attention to this overlooked entry. Leaving the garage door open is an invitation to burglars, not to mention that you're really presenting a storefront window display of your possessions to anyone driving by. If you're like a lot of other people and tend to forget to close the door, there's an easy solution. Install a device that signals your garage door opener to close the door after a predetermined amount of time. Additionally, having a fully retractable garage screen door is a wonderful feature for your home, but understand that it does not provide any security, especially during the overnight hours. Residents are reminded to make sure that your garage doors are secured before retiring at the end of the evening.
Here are some tips on how to reduce the risk of being a victim of a crime of opportunity. A crime of opportunity happens when the perpetrator sees that he or she has the chance to commit the illegal act at that moment and seizes it. Typically, it's not until after the crime is committed that we realize what we could have done differently to prevent it from happening. Hindsight is 20/20. It's important for you to take the necessary measures and precautions to avoid becoming the victim. Here are several tips to help. Whenever you leave your home or vehicle, lock all the doors. If an individual tries to enter your vehicle or home and it's locked, they will most likely move on looking for that easy target. Secure valuables if you have guests in your home and do not know them very well. For example, if you have a contractor or a medical assistant in your home, put your wallet, purse, cash, credit cards, checkbooks, jewelry, medications, and house and car keys in a room that they will not occupy. If you find that you are a victim of a crime, report the incident immediately to your local law enforcement agency or Securitas security officer. Here are 4 tips for sharing the road with pedestrians and bicyclists in Sun City. Practice driveway safety. Take your time when backing out of your driveway. You should check the mirrors first, but not rely solely on them. Physically turn and look behind your car. Beware in parking lots. Parking lots are breeding grounds for accidents because they're full of both cars and pedestrians, and they're often unclear on who should go where. Keep your guard up when you navigate through any parking lot. Consider driving conditions. Weather and road conditions add to your stopping distance. Use caution when driving on wet roads. Additionally, pedestrians often lack the reflective material to make them more visible, so adjust your speed according to the weather. This is especially true at night. Leave your cell phone alone. It's well known that distracted driving puts pedestrians at greater risk. Avoid the temptation to text and drive while behind the wheel of your car. Always use a hands-free device while driving.
When we come back, our wine whisperer, Tina Thompson, advises us on cheap, or should I say, inexpensive wines. Chris Chase covered the Money Talks meeting at Magnolia Hall. And two of Sun City Chorus's finest join us to discuss great music. We'll be right back after these important messages. Well, our wine whisperer here, Tina, do you have many $5 bottles of wine in your cellar?
Not a one, and let me tell you why. VinePair said it all in a 2017 article titled, "What's in that $5 bottle of Trader Joe's or Target wine?" Author Courtney Chisel states Target launched a line of $5 wines to be sold in stores across the U.S. called California Roots. The line consists of 5 wines: Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, Moscato, Red Blend, and Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, this is in addition to the segment of super value wines, the infamous precursor being Trader Joe's Charles Shaw line, better known as $2 Chuck. She notes many are thrilled at the offer, but take a pause and ask yourself why these wines are so cheap. First, ask where the grapes are from. Super value wines are typically made from grapes grown in hot regions with fertile soils, like California's Central Valley. Grapes ripen easily but have very little character. Ideal for retailers producing super value wines in bulk are those who favor quantity over quality. Not ideal for quality winemaking. An even cheaper option is purchasing already vinified bulk wine at bargain basement prices. Good grapes are expensive, so super value wine brands must figure out a way to compensate for mediocre or even bad tasting fruit. The solution? Additives, or substances that can be added to a wine to manipulate the way it tastes. About 70 additives are legally allowed to be added to wine. This discovery is disturbing. Super value production relies on ample amounts of added sulfur to stabilize the wine and make it taste the same, bottle after bottle. Chisel's takeaway is there are many other factors that go into the making of super value wine. But the bottom line is, you get what you pay for. Chisel, a sommelier, held a blind tasting with fellow sommeliers as panelists. Their tasting notes and findings were published October 17. You be the judge. However, my next visit, I'll BYOB. Thanks for watching. I'm Tina Thompson.
Money Talks has many new changes, and Chris Chase spoke with Money Talks' Greg Blackburn and Tom Loveledge.
Money Talks meets right here in Magnolia Hall the third Monday of the month at 9 a.m. Now, Greg, what changes has there been to Money Talks?
Well, several. One is that we're working a lot harder to do productions, presentations on serious topics in economics. The other is that we are working to develop a remoting capability so that we can have experts who might not otherwise want to come to Sun City speak to us remotely. We can see them and hear them. They can see us and hear us as well. So those are two pretty big developments.
I'd say so. Now, how do you get your programming ideas?
From a number of sources. I've generated a good number just reading the economic literature, and others on our program committee, like Tom, have been instrumental in thinking of new topics as well.
Well, that's terrific. Now, Tom, what have you got planned for new programs?
Well, we have some very, very interesting programs coming up, and I can just give you over the next 3 months. In April, we're going to have 3 people coming in and discussing long-term care facilities. And it'll be like a panel discussion, and they'll each have a few minutes to talk about their particular environment. In May, we have a professor from Clemson University. His name is Richard Baer, and he is the department chair of economics, and he's going to be talking to us about, he'll be present here. He's going to talk to us about the various trade restrictions and tariffs and sanctions that are happening currently. And then we are also very fortunate for the month of June, because we have another professor. This fellow, Richard Egan, is a professor of law at NYU, and he is an expert lecturer and a government assistant, or rather a antitrust counsel to the government regarding antitrust. And today, with all of the big companies that we have and the past where people thought that they had to be restricted, Richard Egan takes a slightly different approach. I think it'll be a very, very interesting next 3 months.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be very interesting. Well, come on down to Magnolia Hall for the next meeting and find out what you're missing. This is Chris Chase for Sun City TV News.
The beat goes on at the Sun City Spring Concert. Well, we want to welcome Diane Jones and Mike Morris of the Sun City Chorus and Concert Band. Well, welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
Diane, what is the theme of the show?
This year we are doing songs that have all to do with the beat. Every one of the songs that we're singing, which is 13 total, have some kind of beat to them, and we're hoping that the audience will enjoy it.
Oh, I'm sure they will. And Mike, do you have any favorites?
Yes, I do. And it's probably the song that's the toughest to sing and we all hate, but it's called Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. It's a great song, and especially at the ending. I think it's a song that people will really like.
Okay. Now, Mike, what is the concert band playing exactly?
Concert band is doing 2 arrangements, one by Henry Mancini, which includes Moon River, the Pink Panther, and Peter Gunn, and the other is Chillers and Thrillers, which includes the theme from Star Wars and Jaws.
Boy, some of my favorites for sure. Diane, how can people get tickets to this concert?
We still have tickets left, and the box office is going to be open every day next week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, up until showtime, half an hour before showtime. During the week, 9 to 11 over at Magnolia Hall.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us, and I imagine everyone who walks out of these concerts, they want to be part of your wonderful chorus. Good luck to you guys, and break a leg.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Norma. Thanks for having us this morning.
The Sun City Chorus and Concert Band Spring Concert is Thursday, May 9th through Sunday, May 12th. Evening performances begin at 7 p.m. with the Sunday matinee at 2:30 p.m. Tickets are $24 and available online at suncitytix@gmail.com or by calling 843-227-4110. Or stop by the Magnolia Hall's box office on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. There's still much more to come on Sun City News. Randy Selman's here with an entertainment report. Ray Tapio highlights us on what's happening in sports. And we end with some news to know. We'll return after some messages from our sponsors. Well, Randy's here with some entertainment news. And Randy, I hear you had a taste in New York recently. Tell us about it.
Well, I did, Norma, and I only had to travel over the bridge to Hilton Head Island to experience it. A chorus line opened this week at the Arts Center of Coastal Carolina, and I was there to witness the magic of Broadway come to life on Hilton Head's big stage. Having seen a chorus line numerous times, I have to say that each production gets better and better, and it still holds true with this production. The finale one is just as good, if not better, than anything I've ever seen on Broadway. Maybe it's the director and choreographer, Casey Colgan, who made this chorus line the best one yet. Marketing director of the Art Center, Andrea Gannon, spoke with Casey, and cameraman Ed Harper was there.
Hi, Sun City friends. We are so excited to tell you about A Chorus Line, which is our spring production at the Arts Center, and we're welcoming back mine and your favorite director, Casey Colgan.
Hi,
hey,
Andrea.
Sweetie. Glad to have you again. But this show is very special to you. Tell us a little bit about what it means to be back doing this show and the history of it for you.
This show was honestly my favorite musical when I was growing up as a child, and I remember it was an album. I'd play it in the basement, and my mom would sneak down the stairs and watch me singing and dancing to all of these songs, and I played every part. I know every line. And eventually I got to do the international tour of the show, and there is nothing like dancing that finale in those gold costumes, and it's an honor to be in this show.
Well, it's such an iconic show.
Yeah.
Music by Marvin Hamlish, award-winning book, won a Pulitzer Prize for drama. I mean,
right. It's a
it
play.
Has
It's a play
right.
with music,
Right.
but it is the most iconic Broadway musical ever written.
Right. And tell us a little bit about the auditions. How many did you have come out in New York and Hilton Head?
Well, we had several talented people from locally here in Hilton Head, but our main audition was the New York audition. We had 850 people audition for these tracks of 23.
Well, we're so happy to have you back.
Thank you.
And we want to welcome all of you to come. You've got to see the show. It runs now through June 2nd. And remember, when you call the box office, if you let them know that you're a Sun City resident, you'll get $5 off. So you can't beat that. But definitely come out and see this awesome show that Casey has put together for us.
It's beautiful.
It is. We're so excited.
Gorgeous, yeah.
We're so excited. Thank you. See you at the theater.
Well, it's time for sports. And Ray, apparently tennis is bigger than Sun City.
Well, our tennis teams start winning here, but many of them move up to state competition.
Congratulations go out to our Sun City's tennis teams. Carol Fillion and Lorraine Sharp led their 70-and-over senior strings to a state championship last Friday. This team was undefeated during the season and continued their winning ways at states. And the ladies' 2.5 tennis team, the Alley Cats, also made their way to the USTA State Championships. Men's teams, Harpy Eagles, Toujours Près, and Second Serves represented Sun City at the states as well. While I'm on tennis, I must mention the popular Mix and Match tennis tournament on May 9th through the 12th. This is a great social tournament, and you can sign up in the Logo Building. Even if you do not play tennis, be sure to get out and watch this popular, fun event. Hey, have you got a white outfit? Then go out to the croquet court and become a welcome guest on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, or Sundays from 1 to 3 p.m. when new players can get an idea of the game with current players. Oh, Mitch Sachs is running the one-pitch tournament on May 11th and May 10th. That's Friday and Saturday, and it's to benefit the Backpack Buddies of Bluffton. Get out and see this fun softball event. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Hey, that just goes to show that it's never too late to pick up a new game here in Sun City and strive for progress, not perfection. Ray Tapio for Sun City Sports.
Here's some news to know. Local boaters get boats inspected and receive a 2019 safety decal free from the Coast Guard Auxiliary. Request your free vessel safety check by completing the form at cgaux.org/VSC/. In many cases, boating insurance agencies offer discounts for vessels which undergo a safety check each year. Reporter Joanne Hines caught a recent Wine Wednesday at Argent Lakes Cafe. Billy and Chris were thoroughly entertaining the crowd. Joanne strongly suggests that residents catch their next Wine Wednesday performance at the cafe on May 15th, 4 to 6 p.m. Beer, wine, and snacks are available to purchase. Bring your chair and prepare to enjoy. In June 2015, James, Fritz, and Jody Frieden moved into the first Cedar Run neighborhood home. The newest resident, Dorothy Farmer, moved into the 80th rooftop in March of this year, triggering a collective sigh of appreciation from her neighbors and a call for celebration. Over 90 residents gathered to commune, share a catered meal, and dance to the music provided by a local DJ. Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. We invite you to check out Sun City TV's weekly program schedule in Sun Stations magazine. And now check highlights and alerts on Twitter at SunCityTVHHI. Also email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. Now, to see extended coverage of your favorite news segments, tune in to Extra. Check the current Sensations magazines for daily times. And make sure you tune in next week to find out all the news that's happening in our community. In the meantime, I hope your week is full of only good news. For Sun City News, I'm Norma Taylor, and I'll see you next week.